Shri Gurubhyo Namaha children, I am happy to welcome you all for our online teaching academy, Ekalaiva. For the class 12, subject Biobotany, chapter 2, the name of the lesson is Classical Genetics. Today we are going to discuss about very interesting topic children, that is monohybrid cross. The name itself you can easily understand. The mono means only one character is inherited in F1 generation. So it is said to be mono. Hybrid means combination of two different parents, joining of two different parents. So that is called monohybrid cross, the cross between two different parents. Okay. So monohybrid inheritance. Inheritance is nothing but transfer of gametes, transfer of gene from one generation to other generation, transfer. So monohybrid inheritance is the inheritance of only one character, that is single character. Single is nothing but one character, that is plant height. So in monohybrid, plant height only inherited from one generation to other generation. It involves the inheritance of two alleles of a single gene. Two allele of a single gene. Allele is nothing but the alternative form of a gene is called allele. Okay. So T, this is one gamete, single gamete. In that two different alleles are present. Capital T one allele and another capital T another allele. Clear children? So in a gene, in a single gene, two alleles are inherited. Inherited means transfer. When F1 generation, first generation, Mendel noticed that 787 of 1064 plants were tall. In F2, see here, when F1 generation was selfed, the F1 generation was selfed, Mendel noticed that 787 plants of 1064 F2 plants were tall, whereas only 277 plants from 1064 was dwarf. Dwarf means small, short. Okay. The dwarf trait means character. The dwarf character disappeared in F1 generation and it will be reappeared in F2 generation. Okay. The term genotype, gene expression, the word genotype is nothing but genetic constituents of an individual, genetic presence, genetic constitution of an individual, that is genotype, gene expression. The term phenotype means the morphological appearance. The word phenotype means morphological appearance. Phenotype refers to observable characteristics. If it is that boy is so dark in color, that girl is so light in color, he is very tall, he is very dwarfed, that boy has that much of height. So all these are the morphological characters. That plant is tall, that plant is short. So all these are morphological character. It is said to be phenotype. Phenotype is nothing but observable character. We can able to observe through our naked eye that plant is so tall, like that. Okay. In genetic cross, genotypes and phenotypes of offspring resulting from combination of gametes. How the genotype and phenotypes are obtained? By combination of gametes, combination of two different parents, male and female, combination of gametes during fertilization, and it can be easily understood with the help of a diagram called Punnett square. That square which was discovered by a scientist called Punnett, so it is named as Punnett square. It is a graphical representation in which to calculate the probability of all possible genotype as well as the phenotype. As I said, genotype is nothing but gene expression and phenotype is nothing but morphological character. Okay. The law of dominance and the law of segregation gives suitable explanation to Mendel's monohybrid cross. Next one is reciprocal cross. Reciprocal. See here, in one experiment, the tall pea plant, the plant is so tall, were pollinated with pollen from a true breeding draft plants. The result was all tall plants. So in one experiment, Mendel did, tall pea plant were pollinated with pollen from true breeding. Pollen means the draft plant is male. Tall plant is female. Tall plant female, draft plant, dwarf plant male. So they are pollinated. All plants are tall only. In the next experiment, when the parental types were reversed, the pollen from the tall plant was used to pollinate a dwarf pea plant which give only tall plant. The parents were reversed. Short female, and long male. They pollinated. What will happen? In the F1 generation, all plant are tall only. Okay, the results was the same. All plants are tall only. Once again, I am repeating. When the parental type in one experiment, the tall pea plant, it is female plant. Tall pea plant, it is a female plant, were pollinated with pollen from the true breeding. True breeding means the tall plant is capital T, and it is a female draft means, see here, the tall pea plant were pollinated with pollen from true breeding draft plant. The results were tall. The parent type was reversed. Now we are taking the pollen from the tall plant. Tall plant, this is pollen from the tall plant, male. Pollen is taken from the male, and transfer of pollen from the male to the stigma of the female plant in the flower, same flower. So now that female plant is very short. What is the first generation we are getting? All plants are tall only. So the results are the same in both condition. Tall female versus crossed with dwarf male. See here, tall female crossed with dwarf male. And second condition, tall male, see here, tall male crossed with dwarf female. Matings were done in both ways, which are called reciprocal cross. So finally we concluded the results are same only. So the progeny which is formed are all are tall only. See here, Mendel monohybrid cross, and this is parent generation. Parent generation, it is homozygous, this is also homozygous, tall, and this is homozygous, dwarf. Okay, so pure tall, pure dwarf, their genotype is TT. So this is the gene expression, small t genotype. So from here, what are the possible gametes formed? Only one gamete, that is capital T. Type of gametes capital T. Here it is also small t. Why we are taking only one as a gamete means they are homozygous. So the fusion, the cross between these gametes to form a zygote, that is monohybrid, it is hybrid tall. It is homozygous, it is hybrid tall. So what is the first generation here? Capital T, small t, hybrid tall. So then types of gametes from here, there's two different possible gametes are formed. Capital T one gamete and small t another gamete. Two gametes are present. These are self breeding takes place. What is the possibility in F2 generation? We have to check in the checkerboard. We have to put capital T small t in one side and capital T small t in another side. This is male and this is female. Cross multiply capital T, now we are getting capital T, capital T small t, capital T small t, small t capital T for our convenient, capital T small t and small t small t. So it is T means tall, T capital T small t also tall, but it is hybrid tall, and capital T small t also hybrid tall, small t it is dwarf. So what is the possible genotype here after second generation means capital T 1 capital T 2 capital T small t, the hybrid tall. And this is small t small t. So this is the genotypic ratio 1:2:1. 1 capital T 2 capital T small t hybrid tall and only one dwarf. 1:2:1. That means this 1 and 2 are tall plants and this last only one is dwarf plant. Phenotypic ratio 3:1. So 3 tall and only one dwarf. So genotype means gene expression. What is the ratio, genotypic ratio in monohybrid cross? 1:2:3 and 1:2:1. Phenotypic ratio means 3:1. Once again I am repeating. See here, this is tall plant and this is a dwarf plant. This is the parent generation. Tall plant means true breeding capital T. Dwarf plants also true breeding small t. What are the possible gametes? Here is capital T and here is small t. These gametes are crossed, they are fused together to form a hybrid capital T small t. This is the F1 generation, hybrid tall. This is hybrid tall. When this hybrid tall is selfed, see all plants are tall. When this selfed, what are the possible phenotype and genotypes means 3 tall and 1 dwarf. That is the phenotype ratio is 3:1. Genotype means 1:2:1. 1 capital T true breeding homozygous, another one is hybrid tall, 2 hybrid tall heterozygous and another one homozygous dwarf 1. So ratio is 1:2:1. Clear children? So it was concluded that the trait character is not sex dependent. So it is not based on the sex. The results of monohybrid crosses were not sex dependent. The gene for plant height has 2 alleles. What are the alleles? Capital T and small t. These are the 2 alleles. So it is the gene. It contains 2 alleles. As I said earlier, alleles is nothing but alternative form of a gene. So a gene for plant height has 2 alleles. One is tall allele, another one is dwarf allele. Okay. So the phenotypic and genotypic analysis of the crosses has been shown by a checkerboard. As I said, no, Punnett square method. Okay. The next one is test cross. What we concluded after the end of the monohybrid cross in phenotype 3:1. The ratio is 3:1. That means 3 tall and 1 is dwarf. In this 3 tall, 1 is homozygous and 2 is heterozygous, hybrid tall. Okay. So here test cross means we have to test the individual with unknown genotype. The unknown genotype. See here, test crossing is nothing but a crossing of an individual of unknown genotype with a homozygous recessive. Homozygous recessive means small t. Okay. In Mendel monohybrid cross, all plants are tall in F1 generation. In F2 generation, tall as well as dwarf plants were in the ratio 3:1. See here, in F2 generation, the ratio is 3:1. 3 tall and 1 dwarf. When in F2 generation, okay, when self-pollinated dwarf F2 plants and got dwarf plants in F3 as well as F4 generation. So he concluded, Mendel concluded that the genotype of dwarf was homozygous. So genotype homozygous means this is homozygous, small t, homozygous recessive. Clear, children? The genotype of tall is maybe homozygous or heterozygous from F1 and F2 cannot be predicted, but we can tell if a plant part is homozygous or heterozygous. To determine the genotype of tall plant, Mendel crossed the plants with F2 with homozygous recessive dwarf plant. This is called test ratio. To find the genotype of the tall plant, if it is homozygous or heterozygous, he did another experiment, that is a test cross with a homozygous recessive plant. Homozygous recessive means this is homozygous recessive dwarf plant. Okay. So this is called test cross. The progenies, the young ones, the offspring of the test cross can be easily analyzed to predict the type of the plant or the test organism. So the offspring which is produced after that test is, we can easily predict the genotype, what type of gene is there, if it is homozygous or heterozygous. Thus, in a typical test cross, an organism showing dominant phenotype. Dominant phenotype means what? Dominant, capital T, whose genotype is to be determined, is crossed with the recessive parent instead of self-crossing. The test cross is used to identify whether an individual is homozygous. Why the test cross we are conducting? Whether the gamete, whether the individual having the homozygous or heterozygous for dominant character. Dominant character is where? Tall is the dominant character. Whether it is dominant character means whether it is homozygous or it is heterozygous. This is homozygous. Homozygous means same. This is heterozygous. It is different. Okay. So we have to find whether it is homozygous or heterozygous. We go for a test cross with a dominant recessive dwarf plant. Homozygous recessive dwarf plant. See, if heterozygous tall test cross, heterozygous tall, see here, hybrid, as I said, no, heterozygous test cross with a homozygous dwarf parent plant, F1 generation, the heterozygous tall plant crossed with a homozygous dwarf plant, it is true breed. So gametes, possible gametes is capital T and small t, and here capital small t. They are crossing. This capital T combines with small t to form capital T small t, and then this again small t combines with here and forms small t. Offspring in F1 generation is capital T, small t, small t. The ratio is 1:1. The genotypic ratio, the gene ratio is 1:1. The phenotype is it is heterozygous tall and it is homozygous dwarf, 50-50. So 1:1. Phenotypic ratio is also 1:1. The genotypic ratio is also 1:1. See here, they are, this is called Punnett square, capital T small t, capital T small t and small t small t. See here, heterozygous tall, capital T small t, female crossed with small t small t. What are the possible offspring? See here, homozygous dwarf, how much? Only one, and homozygous dwarf here also one. So 2 homozygous dwarf and 2 heterozygous tall. The ratio is 50-50. That is 1:1. Clear, children? Here see, if homozygous tall combines with homozygous dwarf. See here, this is homozygous tall and this is homozygous dwarf. This is same. The possible gametes is capital T, here capital small t small t. What are the possible gametes fusion here? This combines here to form capital T small t and again this is capital T small t. It is heterozygous. The homozygous tall combines with, crossed with homozygous dwarf. We are getting heterozygous, capital T small t. So all plants are tall only. Then it is selfed. Here selfed, capital T, we are taking capital T and another one is small t, cross multiply this capital T small t here and capital T small t here and then capital T small t here and capital T small t here. So all the plants are tall only. So we are getting only tall plants here, but here we are getting 50-50. That means tall and dwarf. What we are taking heterozygous tall and homozygous dwarf. We are getting genotype 1:1 ratio as well as the phenotype is also 1:1 ratio. We are getting tall as well as the dwarf plant. Clear, children? Back cross. Back cross is nothing but the F1 hybrid with any one of the parent. The cross between the F1 hybrid. What is F1 hybrid? Capital T small t. This is a F1 hybrid, heterozygous tall. This heterozygous tall crossed with any one of the parent gametophyte. Any one of the parent gametophyte means it may be capital T or small t. See, children, the cross between the F1 hybrid with any one of the parent gametophyte. Parent gametophyte both are true breeding. It is homozygous tall, this is heterozygous, this is also homozygous dwarf. The back cross is of two types. They are dominant back cross and recessive back cross. So dominant back cross and recessive back cross, it involves the back cross between F1 offspring with either of the two parents. Two parents is nothing but true breeding. This is homozygous tall, this is homozygous dwarf, homozygous tall. So the cross between the F1 offspring with either this or this. When the F1 offspring are crossed with dominant parents, all the F2 develop only the dominant character, okay, and no recessive individuals are obtained in the progeny. See here, if the F1 hybrid is crossed with a recessive parent, this is a recessive parent, F1 hybrid, this is F1 hybrid, capital T small t, F1 hybrid cross with a recessive parent, both the phenotype appear is equal proportion. The phenotype appears is an equal proportion, that is 1:1. The back cross involving pure recessive parent with the normal F1 hybrid. Okay, so the what are the possible gametes here, capital T, small t, here one small t, this combined here and this combined here, one tall and one dwarf. So the test cross ratio is 1:1. In second type, the cross involving with the pure dominant parent crossed with the F1 hybrid. Okay, what are the possible here? See here, gametes, capital T, small t, here only t, but all plants are tall only, but it is homozygous and it is heterozygous. If the F1 hybrid is crossed with the recessive parent, the individuals of the both phenotypes appear equal proportion, and this cross is specified as test cross. This cross is said to be the test cross. That means the F1 hybrid, what is the F1 hybrid? Capital T, small t, crossed with the recessive. What is the possible chance here? T, small t and one small t. These are the gametes. Okay, this fuse here, capital T, small t, and then this small t, small t. So 1:1 ratio, one tall and one dwarf. In case of here, the cross between dominant parent with F1 hybrid, all are tall only. It is same as that of the monohybrid. See here, the recessive back cross helps to identify the heterozygosity of the hybrid. Clear, children? Thank you, children. We will see in the next class.